Vader in die hemel, baie dankie Here vir die wonderlike voorreg dat ons hierdie Sabbat weer kan ingaan, Here. Na 'n week van bedrywighede dat ons kan tot stilstand kom, liewe Jesus, en saam met U 24 uur kan spandeer en weer ons kragte te hernie vir die week. Seën die verrigtinge, Here, elke persoon wat gaan voorgaan, ook hulle wat met die boodskap hoor, wees ons baie naby terwyl ons U aangesig soek in Jesus se naam. Amen. Ek wil nou nooi ons almal saam sing van lied 195, al die verse asseblief. Nou kyk aan die verjaarsdae en huweliksherdenkings vir die week. Ons het Hanna op die 15de gehad wat verjaar het. Ons is baie gelukkig aan haar en ook haar gesin. En Braam, my seun junior, het Vrydag die 20ste verjaar. Voorreg om by die kind se verjaarsdag te kon vier. En op die huweliksherdenkings was dit net broer Dirk en tannie Irene. Ek sê nou tannie Irene, ek moet sê Irene. Baie gelukkig aan julle Dirk en Irene. Mag Here julle ryklik sien op die nuwe jaar wat voorlê en julle nog baie jare spaar saam met ons. Ek wil ook vra vir broer Ian of ons na die sending verhaal kan kyk, asseblief.
The COVID-19 pandemic brought fear and uncertainty around the world, including Papua New Guinea. For Taiping, it was a time of confusion. Conflicting information about the pandemic and even the end of time left him searching for answers. He could either give up or look for answers. Thanks to a simple recommendation from his sister, Taiping found something that changed his life.
During that period, my sister told me there was a radio station that just came on that she was listening to also that shared some messages that might help me understand it a bit more better.
At first, Taiping hesitated, but when he tuned in, he was surprised that some of his questions were answered. The programs not only helped him understand current events and the Bible's message about the end time, but also covered practical topics.
There was one particular session that I found really interesting and I was listening throughout, and that was about marriage. And it was, I think, covered for about a few weeks, and I actually listened throughout the whole session. And I thought to myself, like, I should have listened. I heard this like a while, like probably while I was younger. And I was grateful that I heard the content, and I tried to share the same message to my children as well.
Thanks to your 2022 13th Sabbath offering, Hope FM was able to strengthen its infrastructure, ensuring uninterrupted broadcasts and producing more local programs that share hope with families like Taiping's.
In Papua New Guinea, the radio ministry is very impactful because it reaches everyone in this country, especially in the rural areas, and the main purpose is to share the Three Angels message through this medium.
Soon, Hope Channel TV will join Hope FM in Papua New Guinea. Together, radio, television, and digital media will provide continuous outreach to remote regions, sharing faith-filled programs that inspire change. Whenever Taiping had free time, before work, after work, and even while driving, he tuned in. He often lingered in his car, listening to sermons, Bible in hand, eager to learn. Excited, he introduced Hope FM to his family, and soon they were listening together at home and on the road. They were all overjoyed to have discovered the truth about the Sabbath.
Why did it take 38 years before I finally heard this message? And personally, I don't think I would have heard this message elsewhere if it was not for the radio.
So when we listen to it on a radio, it explains more that the 7 days is a day of rest and we should go to church on a Sabbath. So it convinces us to go to church on a Sabbath. I don't think if probably the friends invited us, we wouldn't have gone. But because we heard it from the radio, so we listened to it and it convinced us to go.
Taiping's family is just one of many in Papua New Guinea that has been blessed through your 2022 13th Sabbath offering. Please continue praying for his family as they grow in truth, and for the ongoing work of Hope Channel and Hope FM as they reach more lives across the country.
Thank you for your support through the 13th Sabbath offering.
Dankie Jan. Broer Pieter, mag ek jou vra asseblief om te help met die offergawe? Kom ons buig die hoofde. Vader in die hemel, baie dankie Here dat ons hierdie offergawe kan bring vanoggend uit dankbare harte. Ons wil weer dankie sê vir broer Dirk en Irene dat U hulle wonderlike huweliksjaar gegee het en dan nog veel meer sal wees om saam met ons hier in hierdie Middelburg gemeente te spandeer. Verjaarsdag, Suster Hanna en Marius, die familie seën hulle ryklik, Here. En dankie dat U ook vir Braam Junior, my kind, geseën het. dat ons nog die voorreg van die kind het. So ook Vader, die sendingveld, die werk wat moet uitgaan, die fondse wat ingekom het. Mag U seën nou op rus, Here, tot uitbreiding van U koninkryk in Jesus se heilige naam. Amen. Ja, dankie. Ek wil graag volgende met julle gedagte deel van, ek noem dit van Eden tot Eden. En daar's twee komponente in hierdie gedagte van my, en dit is die natuur, die tuin, wat natuurlik in Eden begin het, en dan ook die Sabbat. Die eerste een wat ek wil aanraak is die Sabbat. Die Here het die Sabbat in die huwelik natuurlik ingestel in die tuin van Eden. Maar met die sonneval nou, het die Sabbat begin afwater, soos wat die tye aangegaan het. Selfs met Jesus se tyd en sy disippels, was dit nog brandend geweest, maar daarna, die volgende eeuw en 'n half, het die Sabbat begin verlore raak. Nooit weggeraak nie, maar hy het begin verlore raak in die hoofstroom. Ons het nie meer oral waar jy kon gaan Sabbatsaanbidding gesien of geniet nie. Dit was eers in 1863, toe ons baanbrekers, Sewendedag Adventiste, die Here die nuwe vlam in die Adventiste kerk ingeblaas het, en die Sabbat weer voorrang geniet het. En ons is vandag dankbaar dat ons daardie voorreg het. Ons dink baie keer aan mense, ek dink aan myself voordat ek die Sabbat begin hou het, en dan kan jy terugdink, dan kan jy nie dink hoe mense wat 7 dae 'n week werk. Ek en Wennet nou gepraat hier oor mense wat op die spoorweg seker lang ure werk en amper nooit by die huis kom nie. Wat 'n voorreg het ons, dat ons Vrydag aand as die son sak, 24 uur met Jesus kan spandeer. Ons families en heeltemal van die wêreld kan vergeet vir daai 24 uur. Dit is inderdaad 'n groot voorreg wat ons geniet. En dan saam met dit is die natuur natuurlik. Die tuin was perfek, maar toe Adam en Eva die tuin verlaat het, het die tuin in die wêreld stadig maar seker begin agteruit gaan. Maar tog deur al hierdie wêreldoorloë en probleme wat ons deurgegaan het, is daar natuur ongerepte dele in die wêreld wat behoue gebly het, tot in hierdie dag toe, nog amper nie 'n gesig van 'n mens gesien het nie. En die wonder vir my is, van Eden tot Eden, soos die Here die tuin en die Sabbat bewaar het, so gaan hy dit alles nuut maak. Die Here sê, Jesaja 66 vers 23, en so sê die Here, elke maand op die nuwe maan, en elke week op die Sabbat sal alle vlees kom, om te aanbid voor my, sê die Here. So ons gaan van die begin, en ons gaan weer terug, na 'n nuwe begin toe, skepping en herskepping. En ek wil graag vanoggend 'n bietjie stil staan by die natuur, waar die Here Jesus die natuur ook weer nuut gaan maak. En die videoetjie wat ek met julle wil deel, is dit ongelooflik om te sien in die diereryk, hoe hulle van nature op die Vrydag aand hulle werk staak. Daar is geen mensehand of geen leiding of geen ander opleiding, maar hulle staak net eenvoudig hulle werk. En Sabbat aand is die son gesak en dan begin hulle weer werk. En die persoon sê daar dan nogal dat op die Sondag is hulle die aktiefste. En lei af daarvan dat hulle so lekker gerus het op die Sabbat, dat hulle baie harder op die Sondag kan werk. Maandag dan begin hulle wat nou 'n bietjie moer word. Maar dit is wonderlik om te sien dat tot die diertjies rus. Die Here gaan alles weer nuut maak. Broer Jan, kan jy vir ons die video speel?
Get ready for a fantastic story.
In the grand tapestry of nature, there's a rhythm we've long overlooked, a pattern of rest that echoes an ancient wisdom. As the sun dips below the horizon on Friday evening, a remarkable transformation occurs in the natural world. The industrious beaver, which has been tirelessly constructing its dam throughout the week, suddenly ceases its labour. Its webbed paws fall still, the water lapping gently against the half-finished structure. The ever-busy bees, pollinating flowers from dawn to dusk, retreat to their hives. The air, once filled with their gentle buzzing, grows quiet, and the melodious birds, usually filling the air with their songs, fall into a hushed silence. The forest canopy, moments ago alive with movement, becomes still.
Finally, it's done. 3 months of non-stop filming, and I feel like I could sleep for a week.
Dr. Hartley, you've got an email. It's rather unusual.
The Sabbath, as in the biblical day of rest? That's ridiculous. Animals don't have religions. What's this? An old journal? The birds cease their song, the bees their buzz, and the beavers their building. As if by some divine command, they rest. I know it sounds crazy, but what if there's something to this? We could be on the brink of a groundbreaking discovery.
Or we could be chasing fairy tales and ruining our credibility. Emma, think about what this could do to your career if we're wrong.
But what if we're right? Science is about questioning, exploring. If we're wrong, we're wrong. But if we're right,
it would change everything we know about animal behavior, and possibly even our understanding of rest in nature.
Hey there, little one. Let's get you somewhere safe. All right, nature. Let's see what secrets you're hiding. Maybe it's time we all learn to rest. Day 1 in the Amazon. The heat is oppressive, but the diversity of life here is staggering.
Welcome to our world, Dr. Hartley. I'm Jacob, your guide.
Please call me Emma. I hope you're ready for some serious scientific observation.
And I hope you're ready to see beyond just what your instruments can measure.
Look at those scarlet macaws. They've been squawking nonstop all day.
Yes, but watch closely as the sun begins to set.
They're going quiet, all of them at once, but why?
Some might say they're observing the Sabbath just as your journal described.
There must be a scientific explanation. Changes in light, temperature perhaps? The bee colonies here are fascinating. Their work ethic is remarkable. It's almost sundown on Friday. If the pattern holds, I can't believe it. They've all retreated into their hives. It's like someone flipped a switch.
Still looking for that scientific explanation, Emma?
Jacob, what are you doing here?
Keeping an eye on a scientist who might be on the verge of a spiritual awakening.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still have the beavers to observe in Canada. Jacob, look, the beaver colony, they're incredibly active.
Yes, but watch what happens as the sun sets on Friday.
They've stopped, all of them. The dam is half finished, but they've just ceased working.
And they won't resume until after sunset tomorrow.
I don't know what this is. It defies everything I thought I knew. No. The humidity has fried our main camera.
Perhaps it's a sign to rely less on technology and more on direct observation.
That's not how science works, Jacob. We need hard evidence. They've cut our funding, and Professor Larson has publicly called my research unscientific fantasies.
Sometimes, Emma, the greatest truths can't be captured on camera or measured with instruments.
I've risked everything for this, Jacob. My career, my reputation, and for what?
For a truth that perhaps can't be explained by science alone. Sometimes we need to have faith in what we observe.
Maybe I've been looking at this all wrong. I think I see the connection now. Is it possible the nature enjoys the Sabbath? Is this something of design by Creator God? I am excited about finding out the truth. Come with me on this adventure. Let's see what we will discover as we set up our camera and discover the wonders of nature. Today, I become the observer in the truest sense. No interference, just presence. It's just before sunset on Friday. Let's see what unfolds. The bird song, it's changing. It's like they're singing a lullaby to the day. Each species has its own unique voice in this twilight chorus. I never realized how exhausted I was. Perhaps I need this rest as much as they do. The forest at night has its own rhythm, its own pulse. Forest clearing at dawn on Sabbath day. The beavers dam. They're not working on it. They're just being. It's as if they understand the concept of a day of rest, a time to simply exist in their environment. And the bees, they're not leaving their hives to pollinate. It's as if they know this day is different. The usual buzz of activity has been replaced by a gentle hum from within the hives. It's not just about not working. It's about connection, about being present in the world. Every creature, every plant seems to be in perfect harmony with this moment of tranquility. I've spent my whole career studying nature, but I've never felt so much a part of it as I do right now. The biblical Sabbath, it's not just a religious observance, it's a recognition of a fundamental natural law. It's like the whole world is taking a collective deep breath before beginning anew. The forest is coming alive again. but with a renewed energy after its day of rest. Animals resume activity as Sabbath ends. We've been looking at this all wrong. It's not about proving or disproving anything. It's about recognizing the wisdom that's been in nature all along. I came here looking for scientific proof, but I found something far more valuable, a new way of seeing the world. It's as if the forest itself has been my teacher. Thank you for teaching me how to rest. This experience has changed not just my research, but my entire perspective on the natural world. Perhaps in the rhythm of nature, we've rediscovered an ancient truth, the profound importance of rest, not just for survival, but for the flourishing of all creation. I came here as a scientist. I leave as both a scientist and a student of nature. This experience has opened my eyes to a whole new dimension of ecological study. Until next Sabbath, my friends, may your cycles of rest and activity continue in perfect harmony, as they have for millennia.
In the grand tapestry of nature, every thread has its purpose, even the spaces between, and in those spaces we may find the very rhythm of life itself. Emma's journey reminds us that sometimes the most profound discoveries come not from constant activity, but from moments of stillness and observation. Team observes animals during Sabbath, rest behind the scenes of documentary filming, time-lapse of forest through day-night cycle, split screen of animals resting and active, extreme close-ups of nature's intricate details. As we've seen, the rhythm of rest and activity is not just a human construct, but a fundamental principle woven into the very fabric of nature. Perhaps in observing these patterns, we can learn to live more harmoniously with our planet and all its inhabitants, and our God.
As we've journeyed through this exploration of nature's Sabbath, we've seen how the cycles of rest and activity are deeply embedded in the natural world. But what does this mean for us? How can we, as humans, integrate this ancient wisdom into our modern lives? The biblical Sabbath, a day of rest ordained by Yahweh God, isn't just a religious observance. It's a call to align ourselves with the rhythm of creation. In our fast-paced world, taking a day to rest, to be present, and to connect with our surroundings is more crucial than ever. Imagine a world where every seventh day we collectively pause, where families come together, where communities reconnect, and where we all take a moment to breathe. This isn't just beneficial for our physical well-being, but for our mental and spiritual health as well. The Sabbath invites us to step back from the hustle and bustle, to reflect on our lives, and to find gratitude in the simple act of being. It's a time to recharge, to find balance, and to remember that we are part of something much larger than ourselves. As we've seen through the birds, bees, and beavers, rest is not a luxury, but a necessity. By embracing this natural rhythm, we can live more harmoniously with our planet, with each other, and with ourselves. So as we conclude this journey, let's take a moment to reflect on the lessons we've learned. Let's honor the Sabbath, not just as a day of rest, but as a day of reconnection, with nature, with our communities, and with our Creator who sustains us all. May we all find peace, balance, and renewal in the sacred pause of the Sabbath. Until next time, may your days be filled with both purpose and rest, in perfect harmony with the world around you. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like.
Baie dankie, Jan. Terwyl ek nou daai gesinnetjie gesien het wat daar op die gras van die piknik sit. Ek is nou nie 'n groot kamper nie, maar die span julle wat natuurlik baie lief is daarvoor en baie beter sal kan getuig as ek. Maar ek wil tog sê dat ek in Vryheid in Noord-Natal gebly het. Hulle noem dit groen is die land van Natal. So 30 kilometer van Vryheid op pad Louwsburg toe. Aan die regterkant is daar 'n massiewe waterval. En daai tyd kon jy sommer so langs die pad waar die tafeltjies gaan, dan stop jy sommer daar. Jy was nie bekommerd dat die motor sou gesteel word nie. Dan vat jy jou mandjie en ek en my oulede vrou Memory het altyd afgegaan. En dan geniet die hele Sabbat. Wel ons die groen weivelde, Psalm 23. En ek sê jy lê na groen weivelde, na watersvaar is, so sê die Here. En ek het 'n wonderlike voorreg as 'n ou, 'n pragtige Sabbat saam met jou medebroeders en susters kan gehad het, dan in die natuur te kan gaan sit en te sien hoe pragtig die natuur, die geruststellende gevoel wat dit op 'n mens se hart bring. Kom ons bid saam. Vader in die hemel, Here, ons is dankbaar dat daar soveel geleenthede is wat ons kan gebruik. Help ons, terwyl ons die asem van die lewe nog geniet, dat ons hierdie kans sal gebruik in die natuur te kan gaan rus en u hande werk te kan aanskou met lof, Here. Vader, ons sien uit na die dag wanneer die tent van Eden gaan herskep word en ons gaan dit sien met ons oë en ons gaan deelneem en ons bid dat u ons sal bekragtig, dat nie een van ons sal ontbreek nie, Here. Gee ons die moed en die krag en die deursettingsvermoë dat ons in daardie blye dag tussen al hierdie diere pragt en ons medebroeders en susters vir tyd en ewigheid sal lewe. Seën ons asseblief nou, Here, in die nadiens in Jesus se heilige naam. Amen. Wil jy nooi om nou af te sluit saam met my by die laaste lied 195, al die strofe asseblief. Ja, skies toch 363. Okay, dankie Mone. Dankie, van ons kyk by die klas.